So good morning, everybody. I'm initially speaking French, but I'll try to make it in English so that you can all understand. And I'll try to translate a little bit at the end of the presentation. So first of all, thank you, Venetia. It's my great pleasure and honor to be here in front of you. I'll be talking about the opportunities for those people who want to invest in West Africa. So I'll be brief. I was told that I only have 10 minutes. So, I'm an entrepreneur from the diaspora. I was born and raised in France, and I run a firm based in Ivory Coast. It's a consulting firm. We specialize in business services and consulting for those who want to invest in West Africa, especially the Francophone countries, but not only. We also provide support for those who want to go to Nigeria or Ghana. So, my goal this morning is to see how maybe I can help you as aspiring entrepreneurs, but also as operating businesses. Consider the whole continent as your business playground, but also think about West Africa as a very attractive place to invest. So, I'll be brief about me, my history. As I told you, I was born and raised in France, and a few years ago, I had a great opportunity to work for a firm funded by Africans from the diaspora, and our purpose was to provide services for African diaspora communities who wanted to help their relatives in Africa. So what we did is that we wanted to provide a service so that they didn't have to send money back home. So our service consisting in helping them being able to buy for their relatives in Africa anything they needed, and we had an office in all the African countries we were operating in so that we could give their relatives everything they had bought. So they didn't have to send money anymore, etc. I did this for 4 years, and then I decided to move from an entrepreneur to an entrepreneur. So during those 4 years, I was in Abidjan, but I was in charge of developing the branches all over West Africa and Central Africa. So I discovered those regions, and that's the reason why I now work from Abidjan. Excuse me. So, our HQ is in Ivory Coast. I run the firm together with a business partner, so we are 100% women-managed company. My business partner is from South Africa, but she's not here today. She lives in Abidjan as well. We are a business, 100% African-owned business as well. So, we have one belief. I believe that Africa is really a land of opportunities. And what we do is that we try to share this belief with the people we meet. So, our role is to provide end-to-end business services from pre-investment to post-investment, including cultural competence, because every country is really specific, including legal environment analysis and tax incentive analysis for each country. So who are our clients, who we serve? So we serve the whole investment community, including those who want to invest from outside Africa to Africa, but also Africans who want to invest in their continent. So we have 3 main targets. Our first target is composed of international firms coming from a lot of different regions, Southeast Asia, Europe, America, etc. We also have a second target that is really interesting, that are what we call the repats, African people who want to come back to the continent and invest. And the target we are the most proud of are African companies. Over the past few years, because the company was funded 4 years ago, we've served a lot of African companies who had the ambition to grow continental. And in order to do so, we partner with people who have the same vision as us, including the John Doe Fellowship. I don't know if you know them. So the John Doe Fellowship was funded by Jove John Doe, who's the founder of EcoBank, but also the founder of ASCI. That is a very dynamic alliance in West and Central Africa. And what we do with them is that we identify very ambitious SMEs on the continent, and we provide them with support. We help them with consulting. We have a partner with the University of Pretoria, the Gibbs Business School, and we send the CEOs in Gibbs so that they can get a high-level business education. We also support initiatives in the continent, including the African Development University in Niger. That is a university that was founded this year by former alumni from Harvard University in Africa. So my purpose today, I'll be very brief, is to try to think about what we can do for you. You know what we do, so you can come to me. Maybe we can talk together after. But it's also to think about what we can do together. So I think that the theme is very well formed, how we can build synergies together so that we can think about Africa as a land of opportunity, not only as a place we can invest in our countries, but also think about the other regions as places where we can invest. Thank you.